What's going on, everybody? It's Achilles LBT. Um, been a little while since I've done, I guess, a video where I was just flat out talking, and I'm kind of honestly just experimenting with trying to record PC gameplay. I mean, I've tried it before, but in all honesty, like, if you maybe already noticed, if anybody's watching this, you already noticed, like, I had a problem with the game audio delay for PC that I haven't fully fleshed out. I mean, like, in my headset, with the setting that I had running that had the problem, it sounds fine. But for whatever reason, on the recording end, it may not be playing exactly when it's supposed to. So hopefully, I'm gonna just try and talk as much as I can to try and offset that a little bit, because I know, like, as somebody that watches videos, I get a little bit like pissed off when I'm watching something with a delay, and it'd be a little bit hypocritical if I was just to become a guy that uploaded stuff with delays. So I'm just trying to offset that as much as possible. I haven't uploaded this game per se ever. This is Heroes of the Storm, if you don't realize. I haven't really been streaming as much because honestly I've been really hooked on like PC games for a few months now. And other than the Gears beta, the consoles really haven't had much for me to do. I mean, I was playing Witcher 3 and I was enjoying it. It was a phenomenal game. It was exactly what it was supposed to be, but I had a little problem with my account where I can't actually play it anymore, so that's kind of done. I was happy with how the game was turning out on the YouTube channel, I'll say that much, because I really don't get that many views at all, or that much activity for that matter on the YouTube channel. But for whatever reason, like, the Let's Plays were doing really good on the channel, so I was kind of happy about that. Um, Besides that, though, like, I've been dying to like find a way to like record and upload stuff from this game, or I don't really play it much, and I'm god awful at it. But even CS:GO, I'd like to like be able to upload stuff from that onto the channel, just because it would be fun. And like my bros are pretty good at the game already. Like, they're really decent, and just hearing their reactions whenever they make plays on that game is pretty funny. Or even their reactions when stuff goes bad is still funny. So it's like, it would make for like a good watch, you know. And I'm awful at the game, so it's like, even if you don't like me, you just want to poke fun at me, like, it would be perfect for that. Like, I don't know what the fuck that guy was thinking. Like, he was weak. I mean, I know I'm weak too, but my Sonya build, anytime like I attack, I'm getting some of my health back. Like, if you notice my bar going up when I do the spins, like, that's what that's for. This game has been like so addictive. Like, for me personally, like, I started getting into MOBAs I think last year, and it was a big adjust. That in itself was an adjustment for me, because like, I don't even know why I started playing League of Legends. Well, I mean, like, once I saw like everybody was playing it, and when I realized that it was a free game, that just kind of like, I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll try it then. Like, I don't have to pay to play it. And I've been like the biggest hypocrite with like free to play. Like, my boy C will like contest to this like any day of the week. Like, I was like the primary guy saying that free to play was gonna be like a huge mistake for gaming, and now like I've like fully embraced it. Like, it's really all I do now. Like, anytime I see a free to play game, like, I jump at the opportunity, because they're actually like really fucking good. So, and it's worth noting, I'm not fully paying attention to like everything that's going on right now on the map like I typically would if I was just like focused, because I'm just trying to keep talking the whole way. I don't know what kind of teammates I have right now, like if they're feasible teammates, if they suck, if they're stupid or anything. Like, I'm just kind of winging it. So, and I don't feel like doing this multiple times, so if I get my ass handed to me in this video, oh well, I don't care. I really doubt it. Like, I'm not shit at this game. And this guy is a fucking moron pressing me like that. So is this it. Wow, look at that shit. Got a little too aggressive. Be like, this is like a really like newcomer friendly title from like mobile wise. I will say that. Like, this takes a lot of like the hard stuff. Well, not a lot of it, but it takes for the most part some of the hard elements of MOBAs out and replaces them with some of the fun ones. Like, farming isn't as big of a deal on Heroes of the Storm like it is any other MOBA, but it's still part of the game. Like, there's a lot of people out there that think that just because, you know, you don't have conventional leveling up like a regular MOBA, that farming is just not a part of this game, and it definitely is. Like, just because you level up as a team, like, you still have to be on your shit about getting XP. Like, there's just no getting around that. but there's multiple ways to get it, and like that's where this game like kind of stands apart. But yeah, fucking losing track of what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I'm definitely like, I guess I'm enthused to at least be able to upload one video because I don't know how this is gonna come out. So for all I know, maybe this will be the last time I upload one of these. But I will say that I've been dying to upload anything from like what I do on the PC because it's not just this that I've played. Like I played League of Legends at first for a little while. Like League, I would have played a lot more, but those games take so long to finish, and like they are so much fun to play, and like I will never ever deny that. But for me, it's like if I play a hardcore match that takes a long ass time to finish, it's like I'm not exactly like, you know, enthused to just jump right back into another one. Especially with the way some of those games be going with some of the teammates you get and whatnot. Like this guy needs to move the fuck away. Like, I don't know what he's doing right now. Let me tell you, learning how to hit that chain the way I can now took so much practice. That's a skill shot. Like, that's not automatic. You have to actually land that for it to work. And it takes a little while to recharge. It's not crazy, but it is noticeable. And using this character actually took a long time. Like, this character was actually the reason I even looked towards this game because I didn't even know about it at all until like I saw that that cinematic trailer they had for it one day on TV. I just saw it and I noticed all the characters, or noticed the characters in the trailer. I thought it looked cool. I looked it up online and found out what it was, that it was all the Blizzard characters, like including the Diablo characters, and I was a huge fan of Diablo 3. So like when I saw that some of those characters were recreated for a MOBA, I just went nuts. I was like, oh, I gotta play this, like whatever it is. And when I actually looked into the game and saw what it was about, that it was more of a team-based game, you know, I thought it was cool that they were trying something a little bit different on the MOBA front. And I mean, in my honest opinion, I'm not so sure that conventional MOBA players would like this at all, but in my opinion, the things that they were kind of experimenting with, I think they kind of knocked this game out of the park. But that's just my personal opinion. I really don't care if like other people like think I'm stupid for saying that or anything like that. It took me, like, I loved League, like, really fast. Like, that was such a fun game for me to play. Smite took me a little while to get into, but honestly, that's because I found it to be a little bit of an adjustment, like, playing third person instead of playing with a mouse. I thought it was, like, kind of like a hardcore adjustment for me personally. Maybe other people kind of transitioned into that really fast, but for me, it was, like, it was hard as shit. And then, like, I couldn't find a character that I, like, really liked. But then once I got over that, then I started to really enjoy Smite, especially like when I got on the Xbox One, when I was able to play it with a controller, because playing third person or first person games on PC, this is another problem I really have. Like, I suck at using a keyboard and a mouse, like for games that you have to like do accuracy and shit like that. Wait, dude, is this thing even here? Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. But yeah, like, I struggle with games basically that require you to use the keyboard for movement. I struggle so much. And games like this, you're like clicking to move around. Like you see all these fucking things right here, that's just me moving. Like, I don't struggle at all with these kind of games, so it's like it's all good. And Smite, Smite is one of those that if you play it on PC, you're required to use the keyboard to strafe around, and I suck at that. So that was also kind of like getting in the way of me enjoying Smite at first. But then I started playing with a controller, all that shit went out the fucking window. All of it. And then it was like so much fun to play. Like, I really liked it. I really enjoyed it and played it pretty consistently for maybe like a 2 or 3 week span. And it was actually taken away from the time I was spending playing this all the time, in all honesty. I was kind of getting worried about that, but then, like, out of nowhere, I just got right back into this, and, like, this game for me is just really addictive, and, I'm not somebody who tries to hide it, but I feel like if you feel like you're really good at a game, that, like, brings up its replay value so much, and it just makes all the difference in the world. Like, you want to play something all the time that you know you're good at, and Right now, I'm actually kind of relieved that my team isn't bad. Like, we're actually, like, low-key destroying these dudes. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing out there, but they're playing really poorly right now. Like, just you look at the team slaying, it's 13-1. It could be a lot worse. Like, I'm 10-0 right now. Like, I haven't died, and I'm about to, like, bail this guy out. I almost fucking watched him die. That would have been, he would have been pissed. I don't know why he pressed that. Like, that was fucking stupid. A lot of dudes with no brains on this game, I'll say that. And, like, the problem is that you don't always play against these guys. A lot of times, well, for me personally, I get paired up with these kind of guys. It's really, like, the story of my life with any game I play. And I'm not even, like, I'm not even somebody that considers myself, like, a high-level player in, like, a lot of the games I play. But I do consider myself to not be stupid. Which, you know, goes a long way with a lot of fucking games nowadays. Like, if you're not stupid, you'll be alright. Eventually. It's kind of like... That's kind of like where I am playing CSGO right now. I'm, like, full-blown trying to get used to using, you know, a keyboard and a mouse. And once I get used to that, then that game will be, you know, an easier process for me. Then I can start actually focusing on doing things the right way. But it's just so complicated and challenging for me to get used to moving with a keyboard that game's going to take a little while for me. But something like this I could play in my fucking sleep, in all honesty. And it wasn't like this last year at all. Like, but then again, I don't feel like MOBAs are the kind of games that you could just play and just get better. Like, I feel like to a certain degree you have to do your homework with some of these things, because a lot of these MOBAs are based on, like, characters as much as they are on people playing them and getting better. Like, you have to know how to use characters. You have to know where their strong points are. Like, you have to know all of that shit. And you only do yourself favors by looking into that kind of stuff, like I feel. And that's kind of how I got started off with League of Legends. Like, I didn't just turn the game on, start clicking a bunch of shit, and like, hey, let's try this. No, like, I fucking saw characters that looked cool, and I read up on them, read up on how they were supposed to be used, and went from there. And let me tell you, it fucking paid off. But yeah. By the way, I really hope, like, this is the most I've ever talked in anything I've ever uploaded. So I'm really hoping that it's offsetting the audio delay as good as it possibly can, because I I can't stress how this doesn't have any delay in my ears as I'm playing at all, like none whatsoever. But on the recording side, it's got like a second or two like behind it. I'm just gonna pad my stats real quick. Like, I haven't really been like pressing the issue with like team fights as much as I typically do. Yeah, you're not going anywhere, bitch. But like, I'm just like focused on talking, so I'm not pressing the issue with team fights as much as normal. Like, I could easily be at like 20 to 25 kills right now if I wasn't talking, but this game's about to be over. Just put a little GG in the chat ahead of time, and hopefully this video comes out alright. I mean, I'll try. If I find it alright, I'll upload more stuff like this. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. This is Achilles with a Z. Remember it.